relevant or interesting to you? So what are you taking away after these 3 hours? I would be curious to hear a little bit of feedback of what is it that sticks with you after 3 hours? What's relevant, what's important, what was interesting? Anybody who wants to start, please go ahead. Without criteria.
I really like the red box, blue box. Not that we used it before slightly differently, but I think the Adobe ones, you can, very motivating. Yeah, and it will give very good energy.
Yeah. As a way to support experiments and innovation. Yeah. Yeah. What else? Yeah.
For me, most of the research tells I likely to know about maybe for my group I can consider about more things and learn from this.
Yeah. So that's also applicable to really small groups, right? On a different level, on a different implementation.
How to operate the team group.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Same with this lady, I like this, I like all details because I say we did a lot of research about innovation process, but so many details you divided it into different parts. It's very valuable for us. For me, I hope to discuss more details about class with you after class.
Yeah. We will be in touch. Yeah. Thank you.
Since I get in the basic of innovation, because when we are talking about innovations, we are talking about different things.
So we talk about
different things.
Yeah,
especially in China.
Okay, yeah, so innovations can be different, right?
Yeah.
Different things that count as innovation.
And know differently about innovations. So just what we talk about the basic of innovation, just between mentors and I don't know. Okay. It would be interesting you do a deeper research on how innovation is done in China.
I would love to. Yeah, I would need some more context into companies. That's because that's also something that I found different in China. It's very hard to approach companies and actually have them get back to you. So if I write to them, say, hey, hi, here I am, it's not easy to get in touch. So I'm very much looking forward to getting introductions. I would love to do more research on this.
So you have WeChat.
I have, yes.
Yes.
Maybe you should go Shenzhen and look at some of these new companies who are gathered there.
Yeah.
BYD.
They're much more open. They're much more open in sharing.
Yeah, definitely. So I'd be happy for any recommendations. So I know a few of them, but I'm super interested in going. Other thoughts? Other things that you took away from today?
This workshop reminds me innovation is so important. One story I remember about Nokia. So the touch screen technology, the first innovation idea is come up at Nokia, but the idea was killed in the first gate. So
Very possible, yeah.
so fortunate. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
So the other is I got from the IT supporting when the other story coming to my mind is
Lego.
Yeah.
The management strategy very encourage innovation, not only in the internally, but also involve the end customer.
Yeah.
So they have a platform to collect ideas from end customer, and also the engineers will analysis the values of the idea. If they pass the first gate, they will go to the prototype and also the manufacturing, and also go back to the market. So that's why level is so successful. So all lovers, I think so many storage and so many successful companies, they can successful based on innovation. Not only from the management strategy is important, but also the bottom up ideas, and have the not only the governance and process, and also accountability. I think the 12 action, the 12 area is very helpful for me to think about more.
Think about it. So that's the intention, and it gives you a language. Thank you.
Thank you.
This workshop on innovation is very important for a company. And also these 12 strategic actions also let me know how to lead our innovation successful. Sometimes I also think maybe many innovation in different departments, they will do separate, but maybe they will influence each other.
If they have a chance.
If they have some, how can I say, if they have some not good impact to the other department, how will it be balanced? That may be really the mission is the big direction for the company.
And that's sometimes why it's so difficult for some companies to innovate, because they have an innovation that potentially also
Cannibalize.
or cannibalizes or disrupts their existing business, and that's often why it's then not followed up upon, because they don't want to do that. And there are different philosophies around that, right? And some say, well, especially if it disrupts your business, be very careful about not doing it, because maybe somebody else will do it and then you're too late. Thank you.
Yeah, when we see this one, I think it wraps it up and shows that the complete process is very complex. So we have so many perspectives where we have also to take care. But I think the most important, what I will take from today, also from our discussions, which I really like, is that technically, or the awareness that technically every employee can contribute here something. So, for example, this example we saw with the Adobe, with the red box, it's a kind of to wake up the people who really likes to do something and to say, hey, I have an idea, I would like to put here something. So it's a kind of a potential which is already in the company, just to activate this potential. I think this one is really important to get this in mind, that everybody of us in the company, in the function, what we are doing, what we're sitting on, the role, it's up to us, so it's our responsibility, and I think this later on reflects also in your lives. Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody. And it's fine.
Yes, Paul.
No, it is. For me, of course, the best was the most interesting was like how you perceive the Chinese against the German customer, because this is like the big question that I have in my mind. If China would be the same as Germany, we would have a very easy business.
It's not.
It's not easy, and it's interesting how you take up this challenge for me and give me an idea. What other companies are doing.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Right, let me close. Some key things to take away as well. The reason that we have innovation is because sometimes we spend too much energy on creativity. 比如说，我们过度的去关注创意思维。And creativity is not innovation. Creativity is just an idea. It's just nice ideas, great ideas. But how do you then transform ideas into a reality? So that is innovation, right? And there is too much emphasis on creativity in whatever is doing in China right now. So it's probably a good time to look into how we can actually innovate better. And this is the 12 areas are the ways we manage things from the idea stage to right to the end. So we mentioned about the touchscreen was created. It's not just at the idea stage. They created the touchscreen. Nokia. right? They even created multi-touch, right? And they thought that it's of no use, and they sub-licensed it away. The other thing about cannibalization, Kodak, you know about this company, Kodak, right? So they invented digital camera. And they think the digital camera will take away a lot of business from the film business. So they don't want to innovate on that, right? Also, when we think about radical innovation, we'll think about things like iPhones, right? 如果说是很前卫的一个创新，会想到就是 iPhone. But iPhone sometimes may not be as radical as we think it is. Okay, there is this product. If you know this product, you are of a certain age. 因为这种产品，如果你知道这个产品的存在，证明你年龄已经到了某个年龄。There is this thing called a PDA. You know what's a PDA?
Yeah.
Personal Digital Assistant.
My Palm Pilot.
The Palm Pilot, right?
Excuse
So
me, I work in Palm.
you work in Palm.
I can tell you all the stories.
Yeah. long time ago, before we have iPhones and smartphones and everything that's fanciful, there is this thing called a PDA, which is basically you have your contacts, you have a lot of things that can be organized on this digital diary that can sync to your computer. So that was in the 90s.
Actually, it's not saying. I was flying around Asia, demonstrating how to use SAP on Palm.
Wow.
I don't see how Palm was actually less capable than a lot of the smartphones today. I mean, it is just that it's not as quick and so on, but in terms of functionality,
We're talking about technology 20
but
years
you know,
ago.
when I talk to my product guy to
Yes.
say that I would love a Palm with a camera, then they stare at me, what for?
Actually.
Yeah, then they say, what for, right? So, you know, then we were not following.
Okay, who invented the first PDA? Well, commercialized the first PDA?
Spring.
Apple. Apple
Apple.
invented the first PDA with Apple Newton.
Yes, correct.
And it was so much, this was in the early 90s, right? More than 20 years ago. There were so many features in it that it did not work. It tends to hang. It is a failed product. The first thing that Steve Jobs did when he went back to Apple in 97 is to kill the product. Right? So that was a failed product. So part of that technology was borrowed by Palm, HP, and everybody else. Later on, there was Spring, and Motorola came up with the first PDA phone. It didn't work out very well. And then you put a camera, you put a phone, it becomes the iPhone. Right? So in a way, iPhone was not that radical. A lot of that technology, what it looks like, was around.
But it's user experience.
It is.
It is user experience that they...
It was. The business model was more radical than the product itself. And the reason I brought this up at closing is sometimes what we see as really great products may have very humble roots. You put them together, you create big products. Right? And that's the power of innovation. Right, with that, thank you very much. And we'll wait for a PDF and we'll send it to you. In the meantime, just in case if you're wondering what we are doing, we have our brochures on the table. If you've got some copies, please bring back and have an idea of what we can do. And if you would like to get Florian to do something in your companies, be it to facilitate innovation, to train facilitators for innovation inside the company, or other things, let us know and we'll facilitate it for you. Right? Thanks for coming and look forward to see you next time. Thank you.
Thank you.